Welcome to Pavithra Laptop Care. Today's session is very important because in today's class you are going to learn what is VCC Core, GFX underscore core, and one more VGA Core. See, these three are most important, but so many technicians have some confusion because of no display. Okay, see, the no display case is related to one of or multiple of these, these sections. But really, I told so many technicians got confused with no display because of these three. But you need to identify because of what you are getting no display. Okay, one by one I'll explain all the things. So please give some concentration on this because it's the most important chapter. Okay, so no display. See, display itself, it shows it's a screen is completely blank, zero, no display. Display means screen in the sense something that's called graphics. Some image has to appear or some words has to appear, okay, on the screen using backlight. Okay, now in no display case, first the confusion is about VCC Core. What it is? Is there any link between no display cases to this and this? See, 100% I'll tell no. There is no link between no display cases and VCC Core. Because first you need to understand the VCC Core. The core, from where you will get? You will get CPU. CPU sections has 2 core, 4, 8, 16 and so on. Depends on function of the CPU. See, in Celeron processor, or Atom, in those kind of processor you will get only 2 cores or maximum 4 cores. Okay, now I will tell you that cores. Core is a section, particular section which work fast through that TMA or FDI path. The accessing the data with the particular section, one set of section, one core will access and other of set of sections, other core will access. But one thing you note down, what are the basic works you will do, Word, Excel, PowerPoint, whatever it may be, that access only one core. Whatever you have, 8 cores or 16 cores, whatever it may be, that one works through only single core. That's called, it's a basic core. In any higher end or lower end laptop you take, so it works through the basic cores. In advanced level, if you are doing any graphic designing or any higher end applications, any programming, any rendering if you are giving, that time these multiple core will come to the point. Okay, now this is the basic introduction of the core. The core means the accessing the data in particular path, particular section. Okay, so now core is clear. What about VCC Core? Core I cleared. Now it's a VCC Core. VCC is nothing but supply. Okay, to operate the to operate the core. Correct. So the VCC underscore core is only to operate the core. Just now I told you 2 core, 4 core, 16 core, so many cores are there. It means amp will be more. Right, amp will be more. So that's the reason you will get minimum coil 1 or 2 or 3 or multiple. In some cases 4 also will be there. Right, all together will go to core section of the CPU. Understood? It may be 1, 2, 3 or 4 or multiple. General instruction, exactly I can't tell you it's 2 core or 4 core or 3 core like that. Okay, so that much of coil you will get in VCC core section to get the CPU core. This is one part of introduction. Okay, now you got VCC underscore core is what? Core and VCC both you got, right? Now the main point is it related to display? See, absolutely no, because this particular voltage is for only core section active, to activate the core sections only. There is no relation between the display, no display cases. Okay, you got my point? The core VCC underscore core is only for generating the or operating the core sections. The supply is required to operate the core sections. Clear? Now second, GFX core. What it is? GFX core. See, core, I told you, I just now explained the core section, the processor core. Okay, now the part is GFX core. See, I separated right before you got the point of VCC. Now it's a graphics. This is also a supply to operate the graphics section. Okay, the voltage which is required to graphics core. Okay, using this core, the particular section of the display will work. Means that much of data it will work. So now you understood this one is related to graphics. Right, it means it's a display. See, now we can related no display issues with this graphics. See the core, I told you, core GFX underscore core. If you want display to be operated, this power supply should be there, must be there. Okay, now you got my point. GFX coil is most important, okay, for display. Without this GFX core, you won't get display. Okay, this is the main point. So now it's clear, I think so. Okay, now what you got? VCC underscore core. This one is for CPU core section. Okay, next GFX core. This supply most important things, please note down. GFX core may be included in CPU or excluded in CPU. Note down this point. The CPU included this part. Then here the core CPU itself has. In some cases, you have seen, in case of higher-end motherboards, you will use i7 processor with external graphics, not internal. You can use the processor, but without graphics will be there. Means there will be no display. If you put the processor, there will be no display. That case also is there. Now you got my point. Now once again I will tell you GFX underscore core, which is included in CPU or not, included or excluded. Okay, for example, it's a i7 processor with graphics or without graphics also you will get. In case of without graphics, you need to use external graphics. Understood my point? CPU doesn't contains both GFX. It may contains core only, that VCC core, but it won't contains GFX core. It's not 100%. It's optional. In that case, you need not to worry about VCC core. Understood? Okay. Now I cleared what is VCC core, GFX core, and now we will start VGA core. See, this also core, this also core, this also core. There is a common thing that I will explain you once again later. See here the VGA. See, these part are supply part. This VGA and GFX are different one, not same. VGA in the sense external, apart from the processor. Apart from the processor, second processor or second chip, it means. Okay, second processor or second chip, that's called VGA core. Means this one is external part, it not included in VCC core, I mean in the CPU. In that case, CPU part you will get with or without graphics, and next that if you have VGA core, then external graphics. Now you got my point. See, now I will come to the GFX core and VGA core. Once again I will repeat, this one may be in CPU or may not be. Okay, here this VGA core external chip, okay, this one will come separately, the chip, graphics chip. So using this you will get the display. Now you understood what is that GFX and VGA. Maybe GFX may include in VGA also, means that external chip, but CPU is optional, GFX is optional in CPU. Okay, if you are getting CPU VCC core and VGA core, but if you are not getting GFX core 100%, you will be in no display case. So this one is very, very important. And one more thing, if you are getting this but you are not getting this, then also will be problem, because the primary display will come through this, the GFX will work through this VGA part. So that external graphics, we will call it's a graphics conversion, right? Graphics conversion. It means UMA discrete. You heard this name, right, many times. So it means UMA means only VCC core which may include GFX or not. It depends. If UMA you are converting, definitely UMA includes GFX. Means a processor will include the graphics. In that case only we can convert from this to this. This one is external chip. Just now I explained you it's an external chip which gives only graphics part. Okay, now you understood, right? In case, see, one more important thing I'll tell you. In case, why we are converting discrete to UMA? In case this external display is not working or it has short, this is a separate part, right? So in that condition we can disconnect this particular part. We can disconnect this particular part and we can use the UMA GFX. Note down, in case VCC core contains the graphics section, then you can use this UMA. Otherwise you can't use UMA. It will be always in no display case. Understood? Okay, now I will show in a schematic. Okay, now you got my point. So one is VCC core, okay, GFX core, and third one is VGA core. I will show you in a schematic. See, now this one is R33. Okay, here VCC GFX, VCC core, that is see here this one is CPU IC. You forget about CPU IC because we are talking about only the core section. This IC will generate the core, right? So what core it will generate? See, VCC core, it's single one, means it's a basic one, only one is there, right? See, check once again. Here this part will give VCC core. See, only one, that is PL21, and second one is VCC GFX. See, it means the processor is included this one, GFX core. So it means it has GFX and CPU. Only CPU single core is there. I mean, it may be two. It will show, but here only single core, and second one is GFX core. This is a separate part, and the third one is VGA, which I told you, know, is there or not? PL27. See, VGA core. These three part which I told you, know, graphics section should be there. I will come one by one. See, the VGA core, just I told you, know, it should have the processor or particular chip. Where it will go? Here something has given. Okay, next. It is here. See this part, what it is? Isolated core. Just a minute. See, this L32 is called isolated core input output. See, if you have separate graphics, then only you will get this. Where it will go again. Okay, that's over. So it means the VGA core, if you have separate chip, then only you will get this, right? Then what about GFX core? I told you that this processor has GFX core also. See, VCC GFX. Where it will go? Just a minute. See, I'll show you this GFX here. VAX G1 U22 power section. See, it's a graphics section. It means the processor has graphics. IV bridge. This is the processor part, page number 4. Correct. VCC GFX. You got my point? See, a CPU which has graphics section, then you will get the UMA section. This is called, it's a UMA. And again, where it will go? So nothing, it's gone. So now VCC core. See, this is not related to display. Clearly I am telling you once again, only the GFX section should have the display case. It's a depends on CPU. Okay. See now, this one is core supply. Now you understood the section, the CPU has core section, core supply. Then only you will get this VCC. Actually, this is called only VCC, not core. But the supply which goes to core, so that's why the named as VCC underscore core. VCC is the original name. Got my point? Okay. I do one thing in the motherboard, just a section I will explain you. So what is that VGA core, VCC core, and graphics core, whatever it may be, I will show in the motherboard. Here is the motherboard. It's a R33. See, the motherboard part number is R33 MB. Okay. So now see, some coils are there here. This is a CPU part, but here there is no graphic chip. The discrete which you tell now, that is a one is not applicable in this particular motherboard. See, some coils are there. What are those coils near to this? Which one is VGA, GFX, VCC? That we will find out. See, the number is PL21. This one is PL22. PL23. What are those coils? And here one more not there. What is that name? It's PL27. See here, you can able to see now. PL27. Okay. Now what are those? It's a 21, 22, 23, 27, and here one more PL29. What are those in schematic? Just we can see that it's a 22. PL22 is VCC, right? And here one more coil down, I think so. PL21 and 22. See, this 21 and 22, these both are VCC core, and here 23 is there. What is that 23? See, PL, what is this? 29 is there. Okay, 29, what it is? VCC GFX 29. What it is? Here coil was there, no? This one is 29. See, this is GFX coil and this one is VCC core. And what about this? It's a 23. PL23. I will search PL23. See, the PL23 is for what? This one is VCC SA. VCC SA. And what about one more was there? It was blank. So it's a 27. See, 27, PL 27. Just a minute. 27 blank. PL 27. PL 27 is for VGA Core. See what I told, VGA Core is for external graphics. Here there is no external chip, external graphics not there, so that is the reason here coil also not given. It's a VGA Core. Now what you have, it's a VCC Core. This one VCC SC you leave it. This one is GFX Core. It means the processor contains GFX Core. Now you got my point. So this is the conclusion of this core, VCC Core, GFX Core and what? VGA Core. So if you have any doubts, you can contact us. I will clear all the things. Put it in comment. Okay. So these are our introduction part. In advance, in deep level, you can see how core will generate and how graphics GFX will generate. In case VGA is there, then how it will generate. Those things we can discuss it. Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much.